All right, welcome back, everybody. It is a Thrifty Thursday here on Rising, and the holidays are just around the corner. That means you'll be hearing the jingle bells and, of course, the ringing of the register. So this morning, certified financial planner Amy Novakovic joins us to help us stick to our budget and talk about making the plans well in advance. So good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you, as always.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
Okay, so we're getting ready. We're gearing up for Thanksgiving. Stores have already said they're going to open up even earlier for Black Friday.
Earlier
shoppers.
every year.
I know. Some are protesting it, saying they're not going to open, but still, we just reported yesterday they're opening up some stores hours, like 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving.
And you're starting to see Christmas things earlier and earlier.
Yes.
You know, as soon as Halloween was over, you're starting to see Christmas.
Yeah, so it tempts our budget, of course. We just want to buy. Give us some tips. What can we do? How can we stay on track?
Well, I think the easiest way is to start a savings plan probably earlier in the year, but now that we're here, you could probably do a weekly, they call it a systematic, and you can just go to your bank and ask them to start pulling like a weekly amount into a savings account, and sometimes they'll have interest bonuses or like a double interest thing that they can do for you. So that's probably the best way to start, so it's kind of like a bill, you don't even notice it's coming out, and it's just systematically every week. Or, since we just mentioned, stores are having sales earlier. So the best way to build your budget is to shop now. So that way you know what you can afford. So you can go out and buy what you absolutely need. And then you can start this systematic that I just mentioned. And then you might have a little bit extra cushion the week before Christmas or Black Friday, and then you can go out and buy more then. But the best way to really know your budget is to buy now and not on credit cards. I would stay away from the credit cards.
I was just going to ask you that. Why do you advise to do that now, of course, staying away from the credit cards this time of year especially?
Well, it's not cash. So, I mean, a lot of people kind of forget that the interest rate is very high. I mean, it is not uncommon to see 22, 23% on these cards. So even if you put $100 only on a card, you're going to owe $23 in just interest. So it's just not a smart budgeting tool.
I've heard a lot of times, come the new year, that's when everybody finds themselves in such debt from spending so much and doing the credit cards.
You really need to budget a little earlier than in the year.
And remember, we can spread some love, right? Not everybody needs a huge gift.
Right, or you can make things. You know, be creative.
Right? Of course.
Exactly.
Well, I know you're always watching the market as well. So what are some companies that are maybe best to invest in this year, in this holiday season?
Well, instead of specific companies, I would actually just look at specific sectors. So the retailers have had kind of a rough year. Some of them reporting, Michael Kors was the most recent, didn't do so well. But yeah, I think really with the barrel being so low, oil being low, you're noticing gas prices going down at the pump. I would look at airlines, you know, especially for the holiday season. You know, nothing specific. I'm not going to recommend any specific companies, but you can buy different sectors, and I would look at airlines or anything in the travel industry. But retailers are going to be harder this year. I think they've had kind of a rough year this year.
Okay, well, good stuff there. And of course, if you want to find out any of your information, you can always head to our website to get the link to your website and all of your info to really get that plan made. It's at fox4now.com. But Amy, so good to see you as always.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Happy
Thanks
shopping.
for having me.
You know, thanks for coming in. And you know, we should shop together because you'd keep me to my list.
No, I keep you on your budget.
Because lists help too, right?
Absolutely. I would definitely. I'm a huge fan of lists. And that way you're more apt to stick to it when you have it written down. You're committed.
The expert said it. We've got to follow it. Thanks, Amy.